Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Matter of Opinion. And today, we got our special guest, my brother from another mother. A lot of people probably know him in the comment section and stuff, Mr. Vic 76.
Yeah, man. How y'all doing, everyone in YouTube?
Yeah, man. And a lot of people probably know him from the Obama versus Trump video that we did. And we did a collaboration with Deontay from Talk Edit on Black Lives Matter and everything like that. So yeah, it's great to do this again, brother. And
Thank
for
you,
just
thank
for
you,
those
brother.
who don't know, we always speak daily just about, but as far as on the platform go, there's something that was well overdue. All
Yeah,
right,
yeah, it
so
was.
go on. What was you about to say?
It was overdue, man. I've been wanting to do a video for a while, but I've been waiting for a specific topic, and I came across, an incident last week. So I
Yeah.
was like, I got to make a video about this, man, because this is something, that I would like to find out, and I hope people, get to see the video and opinionate on it, you know, respectfully, because what I'm about to talk, I don't mean no disrespect to nobody.
Nah, not at all.
But
Look,
you know,
we
but
trying to make this we trying to make the channel a community where
yeah,
people could talk what they like, basically express how they feel and get things off their mind. And
yeah,
for people not to have their panties in a bunch. Because at the end of the day, when it comes to conversations like this, the only way we're gonna change things is if we have the conversation and actually, try and educate the other party on said topic. This way, we can come to a better understanding. Because
that's it.
the way I see it, when people just come in there, I don't agree with you, say what they got to say, and keep it moving, or try and come off disrespectful. What exactly did that accomplish?
Nothing, bro.
You get what I'm saying? All it do is just cause more of a disconnect. Now you got me in a defensive mind state. You're in a defensive mind state. We in a back and forth yelling at each other. What did we accomplish? Nobody's listening to nobody.
Hmm.
So yeah, so let's dissect into what you got to get off your chest because I'm intrigued with this one.
Yeah, I just wanted to bring up the topic about the division there is about amongst Hispanic people, especially me as a Puerto Rican man. I feel like I see a lot of like animosity from other Latinos against
Yeah,
Puerto
yeah.
Ricans. You know what I'm trying to say?
Uh-huh.
Like I see the animosity from the Caribbean blacks towards the
Hmm.
American blacks.
Yeah.
And I came across a little encounter last week with with a nice man. We had a
Hmm.
respectable conversation. But there were some things that I always spoke to you about, Wally, that I always told you that I hear a lot of Hispanic people say about Puerto Rican people. You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
black
Yeah.
people. You know what I'm saying? They were
Yeah.
lazy. They We love to be on welfare, Section 8, and all that stuff.
Hmm.
So I started talking to the gentleman, and I told him, hey, listen, man, be a straight shooter with me, man. Because I'm not the type that I get offended quick. I got crocodile skin.
Yeah.
I told
Yeah.
him, I told him, listen, man, anything that you will have to say about Puerto Rican people, believe me, man, chances are that I don't already heard it, bro. So I said, go ahead and shoot, bro. So we started talking and stuff like that, and you know, it's the typical. They look blacks and Puerto Ricans, like we're no good, like we're the parasites,
Hmm.
and we started
Bottom of the
talking,
barrel, pretty much.
bottom of the barrel, so, I brought my points and I told him, that sometimes, I'll be, when I talk with other Puerto Rican people, I'll be like, yo, I don't know what's this, let me see what word I could use. I don't know what's this sense of loyalty that we have to show with other Latinos
Hmm.
when in reality, or this love that we have to give them when in reality, I'm not gonna say everybody because I'll be very ignorant to say a comment
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I see a lot of people, man, that talk very negative about Puerto Ricans. So I look at my people, and I'll be like, you know what? In the ghettos, we are at the bottom, man. To be honest with you, with black people, man.
Yeah.
You got other Latinos. They come here, man. They quickly open up businesses. They buy homes. Puerto Rican people, we got
Hmm.
beautiful hearts, man. We help out anybody that needs help or whatever. And I noticed that, when we extend our hand to help out other Latinos, the things that we get is being bashed at. You know what I'm saying? And as
Of
a Puerto
course. Of
Rican,
course.
man, it kind of gets frustrating after a while. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Because
Hmm.
these are the same people that come here. You help them out, you show them love, and then when they move up the ladder a little bit, they start looking down on you. And they forget
Yeah.
who helped them out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the guy said a comment about. people on Section 8, which in one way I agree with him, but in one way I don't, He called the people that are in Section 8 garbage people, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Hmm.
he said, these people are garbage, when you could get up and work and pay your own rent and you're paying a $400 rent, you're garbage, And I'm letting him speak and I'm letting him speak, because we got this saying in Puerto Rico, man, that the fish always dies through his mouth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I'm letting him talk and I'm letting him talk. And then he comes out and says, because I got a family member, I got a grandmother that's been in this country all her life and she's been waiting for that. And then the light came in my head. I was like, here we go. That's what it is, the envy. Because they don't have it, they hating because they don't have the help. You know what I'm saying? So they
Exactly.
hating on
Yeah.
the ones they have it. They're not gonna admit that, but that's all it comes down to. So I told him, hey, listen, in the town in New Jersey where I live at, I came here in 1980. It was all blacks and Puerto Ricans, barely Dominicans, barely Mexicans. All the helps, okay. The ones that's gonna be on Section A and
Uh-huh.
the welfare,
Uh-huh.
it's gonna be more common sense. Is gonna be blacks and Puerto Ricans because we're the majority in the town.
Exactly.
So I told him, hey, listen, I always hear other Spanish racists always talking crap about Puerto Rican people. They were lazy, black, and blacks and stuff.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
told him,
yeah.
in my town, there's barely no Puerto Ricans no more. There's barely no blacks. It's Mexican ran, Dominican ran. So I told him, if blacks and Puerto Ricans are garbage for being all those helps, now you go to my town, the ones in those lines are Mexicans and Dominicans. If we were
What do you got?
garbage and no good, what are those people now that they're in the same line that black people and Puerto Rican people were in?
Exactly.
Started
Yeah.
start, start started stuttering. Did it come out quick to say garbage too, like he was saying about Puerto Ricans and blacks? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
and it frustrates me the hypocrisy, because and I understand why other Hispanic people they feel the way that they feel about Puerto Rican people, because you got some scumbag Puerto Ricans that they think they
Mhm.
because we're American citizens we're better than other Latinos, and I'm not with that. You know what I'm saying? We're all the same people. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
sometimes I bash my own people, man, and I'll be like, yo, honestly, man, we're a waste of citizenship in America, man. When I see them do the stuff that I see them do in the street,
Yeah, yeah,
and I see the
yeah.
other people wishing that they had the blessing we have, so they can move up in this country and have that blessing, and we don't do nothing with it. A lot of us, you know what I'm saying?
You're right. You're right. But
But
see, it the hypocrisy is crazy because it comes to that when it's like, hey, I see people reaping the benefits of something that I don't have access to. So you kind of tend to hate whatever. Because think about it. Let's look at the people who were the top percenters or the top earners, right? During this pandemic, they wasn't getting no stimulus money. And what were they doing? They were turning around and hating on the ones, the middle class and the lower class that were actually getting the stimulus money. You
yep.
get what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
it comes to those who have access to certain perks will hate on the others. Now, with the Section 8 thing, I understand where he's coming from because you have a lot of people who basically live on Section 8 and they game the system to stay on Section 8.
I
You
agree.
get what
I
I'm
agree
saying?
with. I agree
Those
with him.
people I don't agree with whatsoever. Like him saying they're scum. I'm not gonna say they're scum, but I'm be like, yo, in my mind, yo, like you're the reason why things is messed up for us now. You get what I'm
Yep.
saying? You're the reason why we get these stigmatisms or these labels as we're good for nothing, so to speak. You
Hmm.
get what I'm saying? But even because everybody know pretty much I'm Haitian, pretty much Haitian Dominican, so to speak, because same island, whole nine,
Same
yada
people.
yada. So I'm Caribbean. I just label myself as I'm Caribbean, mainly Haitian Caribbean. So with that being said, when it comes to dealing with Black Americans, a lot of people from the Caribbean think of Black Americans in a different light. Like my ancestors, they look at them as lazy, stuff like that. Granted, I understand that. But me as a person now interacting with people from wherever, whether it's in California, Arizona, whatever the case may be, interacting with these people, I'm saying these people like I'm not Black.
You starting to sound like Destiny
I
people.
hope nobody get offended, whatever. But me speaking to people from different areas in the US, you come to see that's not everybody. Yes, there's a
Hmm.
few bad apples or whatever, but yeah, that's not everybody, so to speak. But I just hate the hypocrisy of, since people don't have the access to certain perks, whatever, that they hate on the person, look at them as the lower, the not lower, basically the bottom of the barrel, whatever. Because like
Hmm.
prime example, me and you, before this pandemic hit, what did we think about when it came to people who was on unemployment and stuff like that?
Yeah, yeah, man. The motherfuckers need to get a job. You know.
You get what I'm saying?
Yep,
So
I'm the same.
yeah,
That's why.
so
That's why I say that it's just envy that we
yeah,
we could reap the benefits and they can't, and they see the struggle. I gotta be in this factory busting my butt 12, 13 hours a day, and this guy over there, man, they could go to work. He's just chilling at home with everything being paid for. Listen, man, we know you're hating, bro. If you had a chance to have them same helps that person had, you
yep.
would jump on it real quick, bro.
Exactly. And you know
You
what's
know?
the crazy thing too about that is a lot of them, not everybody, but a lot of them don't have papers and
Yeah.
they're working. You get what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So the fact that you don't have papers and you're working, number one, the fact that you're working, cool.
Yeah.
Because you could be doing a lot of illegal things that's poisoning our communities. But the fact that you're working, you're not going that route of poisoning our communities. So I
Yeah.
commend that. But yes, you're working, but at the end of the day, you're not able to tap into any of these benefits because you're working illegally, so to speak. Yes, you're
Hmm.
still, pumping money into the economy because at the end of the day, you got to eat, you got to pay rent. That money
Yeah.
is going back into the economy, but you don't have access to these perks. So why not? I understand like everybody's deep into their heritage and everything like that. Why not put your pride aside, get the papers? This way, now you have taxable income. And guess what? You have access to these perks. Because not
Yeah.
for nothing, everybody I know that from my family that come from Haiti and stuff like that, they look to go the proper route of getting their, getting the papers to work.
Yeah.
This way, you have access to these benefits. So if you're not going the route of looking into these access these benefits, then you shouldn't complain. That's on you. That's a you problem.
But
That you
but
that you're not doing what you're supposed to do.
but it's crazy because a lot of the people that you hear talk, a lot of them do have papers to be here, bro,
Oh, they
and
do? Okay.
they still be bashing, bro. It's just envy because it's easier for some groups to get it and they don't get it. It's just as simple as that. Check this out, Wally. Look how
Mhm.
bad this country has become, bro. In
Okay.
censorship, in how you speak to another human being. Yo, the word racism, bro, is being thrown out, bro, like throwing out garbage, bro.
Yeah, yeah. It's like breathing oxygen.
Yeah, you say anything, oh, that's racist. Check this out, bro. I tell me this is a racist comment, bro. I said we was talking about getting married and stuff like that. I said, listen,
Mhm.
I told this young man that. I said, listen, I could sleep with any woman from any race, date them, go out with them, and everything. But when it comes down to me getting married and having kids, I want my family to be Puerto Ricans like me.
Yeah,
Oh, that's racist. I was like, what is so racist about that, bro? That's my preference in my woman that I want when I get married, bro. What is racist about
exactly.
that? You know?
See, we're getting to a time where preference or your way of thinking is deemed racist. That have absolutely nothing to do with being racist. Prime example. I remember, did you remember that video when they captured Hulk Hogan saying racist things or whatever, using the N-word and stuff like that?
Yep.
Okay. Him using the N-word with the ER, the hard ER. I'm like, okay, him using it, it's racial slur. I get that part. But when he was basically saying, I want my wife to I'm not my wife, I want my daughter to marry a white man. If it's a black person, whatever, I want him to be wealthy. That's
Yeah.
not being racist to me. That's a preference that he wants. And he wants to keep his, I guess, his culture and everything,
Pure.
to be sustained, so to speak, and
Yeah.
be pure.
Hmm.
There's nothing
There's
racist
nothing
about that.
racist about
Now,
that.
if he would have said, like, yo, if I have a company, I don't want no blacks working there or nothing. Even with that, you could take it as with a grain of salt, as coming off as racist, so to speak. But if the man don't want a particular group of people to work there, that's his opinion, so to
Hmm.
speak. You get what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
it comes to a time now where having your own opinion or having a voice come off as, hey,
You
you're
are
being racist, so to speak, or
or
it's a
hateful
negative.
or
Yeah.
you're. Yep. They just
So
got
the
yeah.
way I see it, man, we the society want us to live in a world where we're all phony and fake.
Yep.
Because if you don't share the same views as this person, then they look to try and cancel you.
Hmm.
Like, what sense does that make? That's why when you see these recordings of people behind the scenes speaking their mind, I don't get mad at it. Why? Because that's the only time you actually get to vent and speak your mind. Because out in the public, if you go out to speak your mind, people are going to take every little thing you say as offensive. You
Yep.
can't even speak your mind anymore. You're being censored left to right.
And
You get
that's
what I'm
like
saying?
yep. That's like another thing. Another thing that I say all the time, and I say this to my black family, man, to my black brothers and sisters out there, man. Y'all need to start concentrating more on y'all, man, and send everybody to hell, man. Even Hispanic people, even my people, Puerto Rican people, to send everybody to hell,
Mhm.
man. Start doing for yourselves, man. Do yeah. Stop marching, protesting any how you call the civil rights movement.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Move for y'all. Don't move for none of us, man. Because you got a lot of scumbag Latinos, man, that at the end of the day, they don't really get along with y'all either, man. You know what I'm saying? They put
I
jobs,
get it.
they get homes, they don't give y'all work. When they buy a home, they don't rent to y'all. And y'all over here
Mhm.
marching and protesting. Oh, Trump is a racist, he's putting up a wall and everything. You're letting in the same people, man. They're gonna turn on you when they're here, bro. And that's real
That's
talk.
true.
You could take
That's
it
true.
any way how you want to take it, hateful. Oh, this guy's a racist. That is real talk. It's real talk.
Yeah.
I see that a
Nah,
lot, and it bothers me.
that
And
makes
I,
sense. Yeah, because
and I say the same thing to Puerto Rican people, man. We need to start doing for ourselves, man. You know, like I always tell you, Wally, man. I don't care about the Latinos. Now that I hate them and everything, Latinos are smart. They know how to come to America and do their thing, man. Puerto Ricans, man, we need to start doing our own thing, man, and helping one another, bro. Stop hating on another, cause we're living just like black people, hating each other, envying each other, killing each other, but we're quick to help
yeah,
out other people. You know what I'm saying? And the
yeah,
same
yeah.
people helping are the same people that when they get up the ladder, they start looking down on us and they don't say nothing positive about Puerto Rican people. I got a story to tell you. Hold up, cause
Yeah, yeah. Go
I
ahead, go
got a
ahead.
little amped up. And I man, I don't care if my wife, be like, ah man, don't. My brother-in-law
Yeah.
married this Peruvian lady,
Mhm.
Peruvian girl. They were young. Family threw her out. She had no papers. He married. He fell in love with the girl, married her, worked, did all her papers. Beautiful. Everything was going beautiful. All of a sudden, something happened. She did a change and everything. Long story short, they ended up breaking up. I would love to. I would love to for you to hear, bro, the nice things she has to say about Puerto Rican people after everything Puerto Rican people did for her, bro.
I bet you she took him through the ringer, talked all negative about him.
All negative about Puerto Rican people, bro. Her son, when he does something bad, doesn't want to work or nothing. Oh, you came out just like your father's side of the family.
Mhm.
You acting crazy, like your father's side of the family, so you could get a check, so you won't have to work. Now that's how she talk about Puerto Rican people now, bro. After everything, 3 years living for free in my mother-in-law house,
Mm.
working with other people's papers in the family, bro, so we could help her out. And that scumbag
Yeah.
now that she's married to some Ecuadorian dude or nothing. She got a house and stuff like that. Now
Yeah.
she looks down on the people that helped her out, bro. And me as a Puerto Rican man, I'm a very proud Puerto Rican, bro. Even though
Mhm.
I was born in Puerto Rico, but I was raised out here. I came out here when I was 6 years old. Man, at the
Yeah.
end of the day, man, I'm Puerto Rican. You know what I'm saying? And it
Of
bothers me,
course.
man, to hear people saying that. You got other groups. They come here. They always focusing on what blacks and Puerto Ricans are doing. Focus on you, man. Stop crashing cars to get lawsuit money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Stop stealing identities to get ahead in America.
That's
Focus
true.
on that. Why don't you talk about that? You know the people I'm talking about, man. Because
Oh
I don't
yeah.
want to be
Oh yeah.
bashing certain groups, but they
Yeah.
know who they are. You know what I'm saying? They get ahead by scamming in America. Then they
Yeah.
want to pound their chest. Oh, I came here to work hard. You didn't come here to work hard, man. You came here. You either sold drugs, you either planned a car accident to get money. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? Or you're stealing
Yeah.
somebody else's identity to be able to get a job and get ahead. But that they don't
Yeah.
talk. They always want to use a certain group to throw all the focus on them while they do the dirty stuff in America. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And those
that's
two
true.
groups is black people with the blacks. Black Caribbeans, and then the Puerto Ricans are with the Latinos. You know?
See, for the black community, blacks do their dirt, but then use other group of people as an excuse as to why they can't get ahead. You get
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
basically, they try and look to deflect their own actions instead of pointing their finger at themselves. And this is the thing too. Like I said,
I agree
I'm
with that.
Caribbean. I'm Caribbean. So a lot of Black Caribbeans who are in America, a lot of them look to actually prosper, work, bust their butt to achieve, a better way of life. Now, don't get me wrong, that's not all. You have a lot. I had cousins that basically hustled, wind up getting deported, stuff like that. So
Hmm.
there's bad apples in every group. I don't care what group it is, there's always bad apples. But a
Yeah.
majority of them look to come, work, pay their bills, get a house, bring their family members in, start the process or whatever. What I realize in Black Americans is they look for excuses as a scapegoat for their own destruction. You get
I
what I'm
agree with
saying?
that a lot. I agree
Yeah,
with that.
everybody, oh, the white man this, the white
The
man
white
that,
man
whatever.
that I agree with you on
Now,
that.
don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I understand there are hurdles, but there's not enough hurdles to stop you from doing what you need to do. You get what I'm saying? And this is one thing too, man. Black criminals that came out of jail, that let's just say they did a 20-year bid.
Mm.
For them to say, yo, there's no opportunity, especially now with social media and for you to build your own platform, that is a damn lie that you saying, oh, a white man won't hire me or something like that. Yo, a person who did a bid, you you can put it like this. A person that did a bid, you can go on YouTube and start a platform and blow up quick. Why? Because you can speak to other people who are either living that life or like going towards that life, whatever, of destruction. You got basically the guidebook for them not to do that and how them to go a different path. You got
Yep.
stories to tell them of your experience when you was locked up in the whole nine. Because you know how they say like when kids are bad in juvenile, they do that scared straight where they make them go talk to inmates and stuff like that.
Yeah. I've seen
Bro,
that.
you could do that right from a platform. And the crazy thing is the people who are living those criminal lives, they're gonna listen to you because they're like, this is the person that walked a mile in my shoes. They understand my struggles. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
So I'm just tired of blacks using this excuse of the society is holding them back, the laws is holding them back, politicians is holding them back, Trump is holding me back. Nah, these people aren't holding you back because it's so many opportunities nowadays for you to level up and for you to, get where it is that you're trying to get to and be prosperous.
Yep.
So it's kind of like a different sides of the spectrum as opposed to the Puerto Ricans and blacks. They're both in the same category, but different situations, so to
Yeah.
speak. You get
Yeah.
what I'm
Cause
saying?
yeah, Puerto Ricans we don't do that victimhood stuff. We're like
Exactly.
oh certain group is holding me back or nothing
Yep.
like that. We don't try that. But it's funny because you got some Latinos nowadays claiming that racism stuff now and stuff like that. They want
Uh-huh.
to be doing the same thing, but it's not gonna work for Latinos, man.
Let
Latinos
me
get a
ask you
lot of
this.
opportunities in America, man.
Let me ask you this. Do you think those Puerto Ricans that are taking that mentality are basically taking those ideas from what black Americans are putting into their mind?
I think so. I think so. It's funny that you mentioned that. You know what I have noticed a lot that
Hmm.
when a Hispanic girl starts hanging around with a black girl, she be she's a very humble girl. Or within a matter of time, she starts being a loudmouth
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff like she wants to mimic her friends, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
And I don't know. To me, that's very offensive. You know what I'm saying? Because blacks should be checking her. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah,
Because in
yeah.
other words, you know that I gotta act like that in order to feel like I'm done with the black people. I
Yeah,
gotta be
yeah, yeah.
loudmouth, problematic. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that all blacks are problematic. But in the hood,
Yeah, but yeah,
you
but
see a
but
lot of
Vic, but Vic, we all know
Mhm.
what is it with the with the black community.
Yeah,
We freaking glorify bad
criminals.
behavior.
Yeah, we do.
Look at
And,
the
I
live
got you.
that we saw with look at the live we saw with Strategic when you had them black dudes in the street in Chicago beating up them two white boys, and the girls were twerking on the side, like celebrating it.
Yeah,
You get what I'm saying? So that's why when they see her acting like that way, instead of checking it, it's oh yeah, you down. In
yep,
actuality, those black girls should be following her like, oh
yep,
wow, you have a good man, whatever, and yada yada. How did you go about doing this?
yep,
Because I'm pretty sure when that Puerto Rican girl got together with them homegirls, they were probably single or in terrible relationships or whatever. And here she is, probably happily married or got a good man or whatever, yada yada. And instead of them figuring out how did she do it, she want to figure out like what their lifestyle is, so to speak. You get what I'm saying? Like
yep.
it's nuts, man. It's nuts. But
And it bothers me because I look at the black people and I'll be like, damn, y'all should be upset that instead of mimicking the positive of the black community, you're letting other groups come and mimic the negative of your people.
yes,
You know what I'm trying to say?
yeah, yeah, yes,
It's crazy to me, But
yeah.
everything nowadays, Wally, man, I feel sad for America, man. It's very sad in the America we live in today, man. Very sad,
End
man.
of days. End of
Very
days,
sad,
brother.
man.
End of days.
Yo, our people are destroyed, man, and they don't see it, Wally. They don't see it, bro.
Nah,
They
they
don't
don't.
see it, man.
They
It's
don't.
very sad, bro.
And
Yep. I got another
yeah,
story to tell you.
okay.
Another I call this Puerto Rican excellence being thanked by putting the Puerto Rican down again.
Yeah, yeah.
There was this Mexican dude.
Uh-huh.
He used to do my tattoos.
Yeah.
I hope he comes across this video. Because if I have to tell him what I'm saying in this video in his face,
Yeah.
you know my character, Wally.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, 10 years, bro. I know that I met him. Took out two cars under my name for him. The guy was never late with the payments of the car.
Yeah,
Never
yeah.
was late on the insurance. I cannot be a scumbag and say something like that about him. He was on point with
Mhm.
the how you call that with the payments.
Payment. Yeah.
Yeah. The day that I told him that I cannot do the favor no more, bro, ask me how many times has he called me, bro.
Never.
And that was probably like already like I think like 7 or 8 years ago. He called me
Yeah.
one time after that incident that I told him that I couldn't do him the favor no
Yeah.
more. One
Yeah.
time he called me and it was to ask me for a favor to see if I was working. If I wasn't, he wanted me to take him if I could do him the favor and take him to work.
Mm.
Knew my
Wow.
knew my mother for many years. The same time he knew me. My
Yeah.
mother passed away. He lives 2 blocks away from me. Do you think he came over here to
Not
give
at
my
all.
my condolences and say, hey man, I found out about your mom's? Nothing.
Even a text. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Nothing. Nothing. But Puerto Rican people, we're bad people. You know what I'm saying? But we're the scum of the earth to them, you know what I'm saying? To other Latinos, you know what I'm saying? But they're quick to grab that hand when we extend that hand for help to help
Yeah.
them out. That's how it is, brother. But all that stuff they don't talk about. I you
Yeah,
know,
man.
and that's what I like about me and you, Wally. You know what I'm saying? At least we're talking about this topic and we're showing our face. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
You got a lot of
Exactly.
these. You got a lot of these cowards, man, because that's what they are, man. And that's the worst thing you could call a man. That's how I was brought up, bro. I, to call him a coward, bro. And a lot of people out there, anybody out there, man, if you're bashing any race, I don't care what race it is, man, and you're not telling somebody from that race how you feel in their face, man, you're a coward. That's what you are.
Yeah.
Only
I
coward
agree.
people talk
I
behind
agree.
people's back, man. And I know
I
a lot of
agree.
coward people. They feel a certain way about Puerto Rican people, but they would not dare say that to a Puerto Rican person's face, bro.
Yep. Yep.
Because they're the
And
typical coward, you
and
know.
that's the
And,
thing.
and
Yeah.
if they do dare to say it to a Puerto Rican person's face, it's probably they pick the lowest, a crackhead, somebody they know they ain't no threat to them. You know what I'm saying? That they could
Yep.
smack them around quick. But another Puerto Rican that they know they could throw down, I guarantee you they will not say anything to them. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, think about it.
You know?
How many conversations do we have about the stupidity that blacks do or the stupidity that Puerto Ricans do? We have these conversations
All the
damn
time.
near every day.
Wally,
But
how do I crucify my people, bro?
yeah, like
I go in
Yo,
on my people.
we crucify our people and each other's people. And
Yeah,
like no race is safe because we'll crucify every race there is because at the end of the bad apple, you're a bad apple. It is
yeah,
what
bad
it
apple.
is.
Simple as that.
You get what I'm saying? So I wanted to piggyback on what you said. This is why I'm saying, like, with the Puerto Ricans and black, it's opposite. See, but the black folks, well, not really. It's not really the opposite. Whatever. It's kind of the same thing because black folks will use you, and once they get ahead, they dismiss you. Like they'll use you as a stepping stone, or they'll use you for opportunity. Like, say, for instance, they're like, yo, your job is hiring, so to speak. You'll get them in there. They'll be lazy, do a bad job, and then wind up quitting and make you look bad.
Yep.
At least in your situation, old boy was with doing the payments, doing what he got to do.
Yeah,
So
he was cool with it.
I guess it is the opposite because if you do that, like I said, it's not all, but you'll catch people who you take out a card note for them. They'll make payments in the beginning, then all of a sudden the payments will stop, and it's like, yo, it ain't my credit that's getting effed up. So it is
Yep.
what it is. They'll ride it till the wheels fall off. You get what I'm saying? So they'll use you as a stepping stone when it's convenient for them, and once they want to rid themselves of all responsibility, they'll do it in a heartbeat.
Yep. I
They'll
got
do it
another
in a
story.
heartbeat. You get what I'm
I,
saying?
yep. I have another story to say. Puerto Rican dude one time. I
Hmm.
spoke to him. I say, you know what? Let's try the same thing other Hispanics do. Let's help out one another to be able to build. Since we can't do it on our own, it's hard to come up with 25, $30,000 to put down on a home. I
Yeah.
tell I tell the individual, hey, listen, why don't we get a two-family house? You take a floor, I take a floor. When the house picks up equity, we take out the equity, we purchase another home. You stay with one home, and then I stay with the other one, and we
Mhm.
help out one another.
Yep.
Nah, I don't mess around with my people. You know how we are, man. Eh, Little do I come to find out, he did a favor to a person, non Puerto Rican, another Hispanic. 2 years later, that person put him in back credit, bro, with, with a with
Wow.
a with a signature of a home to co-sign for him for
Yeah,
a home.
yeah, yeah,
He
yeah,
couldn't do that for me and him. That we're friends, but he could have went and did it to somebody outside the race, and the guy played his ass out. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem with Puerto Rican people, Wally. That we don't help out one
yeah,
another, but we're quick to bend over and let other people stick it to us. Not even
yeah.
stick, bro. Not even stick. They don't even put Vaseline on it, bro. To screw us over.
Wow,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And we're
See,
quick. Do it all the time, bro. And
that's
another thing that kills me
yeah.
about Hispanic people that I see, they all somebody big in their country. They had a high
Mhm.
position. They were
Yeah,
adopted in their
yeah,
country
yeah,
and everything.
yeah,
But yeah,
yeah,
they're in a dirty factory
yeah,
in America. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Come on, bro. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah.
If you had
I
a high
get it.
position in your country, I'm pretty sure it equivalates to
Yeah,
the minimum wage you're getting paid in America. So why come to America if it's gonna equal the same amount of money?
that's true.
You know
That's
what I'm
true.
saying?
And here's the thing: even if you had those skills, you should still be able to apply them skills to another company. So let's just say you was a skilled welder and you was high up the totem pole. You should be able to come to America and still be able to find a welding job and
Yep.
show your skills of welding. You get what
Yep.
I'm saying? So somehow, some way, I don't care if you go through a temp agency, whatever the case may be, somehow you'll be able to put your skills on display to show that you're a welder.
Yep.
So yeah,
I like-
that's one thing I will say, man, is when it comes to Haitians, usually like we stick together as far as helping each other. You get like as far as yo,
I
you
see
got a
that in
job, you
Florida.
need a job, dude, hook you up.
Yep.
Haitians tend to stick together and help each other out. And that's
Hmm.
one thing that like as a kid growing up, whatever, me and my friends, we made sure we distinct Haitians from Americans because we for the longest we called them Yankees.
Yeah.
So if it was a party or something, whatever, we would go to like a Jamaican party, a Haitian party. But when it came to an American party and stuff, yo, you going to that Yankee party? Nah, man, they don't know how to act. I'm good. You get what I'm saying? So it was a distinction to separate ourselves from Black Americans and Haitians or whatever. Now that I'm older, I just say, yo, I'm Black American and keep it moving or whatever. But at the end of the day, my core, I say, yo, I'm Haitian.
Yep.
That's what I basically claim or whatever. But yeah, that's something that I think Black Americans should inherit that culture. And even I know Jamaicans say, yo, they'll try and step on each other's toes, so to speak. But when push come to shove, they'll band together in a heartbeat.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying? They'll band together in a heartbeat. Black Americans, man, it takes a lot for them to band together. Not all, not all. I want to stress that because you do
Yeah.
have like when you go to nice areas and stuff like that, you do have those who are still have that. What's the word I'm talking about? That southern hospitality, as they call it.
Yeah.
They still have that southern hospitality and treat everybody right. But think about it, Vic. When you walk into a store or anywhere and you see a black person that actually is nice and shows integrity and stuff, especially a black woman, you like, wow. You look at them like, wow, okay.
Yeah. It makes me very
It
happy.
shouldn't be that way. It
Yeah.
should be opposite. You should see the ones that are rowdy and stuff. You should look at them like, wow, like you're actually a black person. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now it's common to see the bad behavior. And when you see the good behavior, you're blown back like, oh my gosh,
Yep.
they actually make you. That
Yeah.
speaks volumes.
And our people, man, especially in the black community, man, they don't see the reason why people fear them, bro. You know, you think people are not gonna
Yeah.
fear you with the behavior that's going on in America nowadays, bro? You
Yes.
know,
Yes.
I just yo Wally, man, I'm blown out, man. Yo,
Put it put
America
it
is destroyed, bro.
put it like this, Vic. Like I know we have different thoughts as far as like the Black Lives Matter and the protesting or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Now we know in some protests, like I said, in some protests, yeah, some blacks were being violent, whatever the case may be. But even in the protests where there's visual evidence, like evidence point to it was Antifa, black people still won't get the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
Why? Because of our wretchedness.
Hmm.
If so let's just say it was a Jewish protest that turned violent. Soon as you hear that in the news, you're gonna be like, Jewish protest violent? Nah, there gotta be something behind this. They get the benefit of the doubt. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
So that's what I'm saying. We get the benefit of the doubt when it comes to bad behavior. We don't get the benefit of the doubt when it comes to actually doing good behavior
Yep.
because so many of us celebrate the bad behavior and it's ridiculous.
And the media has something to do with that. You know, you gotta blame the media, Wally.
They
When you
do.
have
They do.
when you have the media that they all they do is pump out the negative out of a certain group and never pump out the positive, barely.
Yeah.
And then you got this scumbag, um, how you call that, leaders, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah. Yeah.
community leaders supposedly,
Yep. Yep.
they they just around when there's a problem that they know that they could get lawsuit money, you know, and then they take the
Mhm.
back door. You know which ones I'm talking about.
You
The
know
race
what you know what
in
it
our community.
you know what it is, Vic? The thing is that the most impoverished people is black Americans in America. Like
Yeah,
that's statistically true.
yeah, that is true.
So when it comes to the majority of the population for blacks, they live in the hood, right? So when you live in the hood, you be like you're a product of your environment. So if the majority of the people, and it's a small percentage of people that are middle class and out of the hood, and the majority of the people are in the hood, all they're gonna see and all they know is negativity.
Yeah,
You get what I'm saying? So I understand the media does play a role, and you're gonna like they don't do good with displaying the good that black people do, but the overwhelming majority of black people live in the hood. So this is stuff you're seeing every day. So if you're seeing this stuff every day, it's like, yo, this is what it is. Which is why I'm big on, yo, we need to start cleaning our communities.
hmm
Because if you clean the communities and get these people out of there, then that's when these politicians and lawmakers you can start bringing in different things. You could start bringing in funding into the city to bring in stuff that are way out. You could bring a recreational center. You know it's not going to get destroyed. You could
Yep.
fix the nets on the basketball hoops. You know they're not going to rip it down. But if you're causing destruction, then what's the point of actually fixing these communities up? So it's our job in the community to fix these things up. Because if that doesn't happen, why would they care to fix the community? Because we're just gonna destroy it again.
Yep.
And even the good people that live in the community, if you're not doing anything to try and clean it up, then it's null and void. It's
Yeah.
gonna stay the same.
If you're the good one in the community, man, buying a home, and you see these parasites, man, hustling and bringing the value of your
Yeah,
home down, and you're staying quiet, and the whole neighborhood is staying quiet, you know,
yeah, that's on you.
that's on you. It's their fault too for not having
Yeah,
bravery, and that's what the cops are there for, man. Call the cops.
exactly, exactly,
That's it. That's what the
exactly.
cops are there for.
Yeah,
That's why you're paying taxes, so the
yeah,
cops could protect you and take them people from in front of your house selling drugs, man. But our people will not
exactly.
do that, Wally. Our people will not do that.
Let
We're
me ask
cowardly
you,
people, man.
what,
A lot of us, man.
what when it comes to Puerto Ricans, are they quick to use the cops or no?
What Puerto Rican people?
Yeah,
To be honest with you, we're people. I don't know. I think we're like regular ghetto people. I think we just handle it.
yeah,
We just handle it ourselves, man.
yeah.
Probably we
But
call
see
the
the
cops if there's a shootout, somebody got
yeah,
shot, things like that. But like problems when there's no weapons and stuff like that, I think we try to avoid calling the
yeah.
cops.
See, that's the
So
thing, man.
that's the
Nowadays,
the snitch code. Then they'll call you a
yeah.
snitch. So
See, nowadays, man, when it comes to problems, black folks don't handle the problems with their fists like back in the day. Now they want to
nah.
grab weapons, guns, and all that stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? And
Same
then
thing
it's,
with my
oh, I'm
people.
tough.
Same
Oh,
thing with
okay.
my people, Wally. Same thing with Puerto Rican people, man. They're quick to blow your brains out, man. You know,
Mm,
but you know, but hey, it's sad, man. We just gotta hope, man, that things get better, and that's
I
all.
hope so too, man. I hope so
Yeah.
too, because the way I see it, man, it's the end of days, brother. It's the
Yep.
end of days. All
Yep.
right, well,
And well,
we
we're gonna
definitely
end
got
it.
we definitely got to do a part two to this to come up
Yeah.
with resolutions on what we can do as people to actually help,
I was gonna.
solve this issue.
Yeah. I was gonna say. That's what I was gonna say to end it up.
Yeah.
Um. The reason why people, man, we have this division in our communities, man, is
Hmm.
lack of respect for one another, man, and getting to know each other's culture,
Yep.
and seeing what each people's culture has contributed to America.
Hmm.
I noticed a lot of Hispanics, man, they don't know the contribution Puerto Ricans have made in America, man. You know, I think they think
Yeah.
that they think we came here 20 years ago, 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think they forget that Puerto Rico's been a property of this country since 1898. You know,
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
were the pioneers in the East Coast, Mexicans on the West Coast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I think they tend to forget. Puerto Ricans and Mexican people were the two nationalities, man, that have shed more blood for America than any other Latino group, bro. And that's facts, man.
Yeah.
Puerto
Yeah.
Ricans, we have been involved since World War One in American wars, bro. You know,
Hmm.
and it bothers me, man, that you got people coming compared to my people coming here yesterday and trying to put people that paved way for them to be here, putting them through the floor. You know what I'm saying? And not being grateful.
I get it. I get it.
That's not,
I get it.
that's like the astronauts right now trying to build civilization in Mars,
Yeah.
and the ones that are putting in the work right now trying to get us there. 300 years from now, if we do get there,
We
they're
we
not gonna
talk
get the
bad
credit.
about.
We talk
Yeah.
bad
Oh,
about them,
yeah. Yep.
you know.
Yep.
and,
Yeah.
and they
They're
were
gonna
the
be like,
ones
wait
that
a
built the
minute.
foundation, to get us up there, and,
Yeah.
and that's what's going on. It's just
Yeah.
a lack of not knowing each other's culture, bro, and not learning,
That's
bro.
true.
You know,
That's true.
and a lot of them they really believe, man, that all my people are good for them, and it's just to be on welfare and all. I work while since you know me, I have
Yeah.
always I have always
Yeah.
worked. I work. I'm not a lazy dude.
And that's the same thing with the crutch that the black community hang on to. But like I said, it's the opposite. They're looking at it as we paved the way through slavery and stuff, building America. So now we're due. And I get it. I understand
Yep.
they talk about like with blacks, it's like, hey, there should be reparations and stuff like that. I understand that talk. But at the same time, when like I always say, when it comes to reparations, I don't see it as just openly give people money because they're not gonna know how to take care of it. They're just gonna spend recklessly, go buy gold chains, the whole nine, whatever. Not everybody, again, like I said, but like I said, if the majority of the people are poor, the environment you're thinking about is the hood mentality. So that's why I keep making these references. So those watching, don't think I just think every black person is bad or whatever. No, I'm talking about the bottom, not bottom of the barrel, but product of in your product of your environment due to your financial circumstances. That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
So it's looked upon as, yo, man, slavery, whatever, yada, yada. So we should be able to kick back. We should be able to have things given to us, stuff like that. And that's where I think the excuses come into play, where it's like, this is holding me down, or I should have a leg up on things, or stuff should be given to me.
Yep.
That's the way a lot of black people think because of slavery. And I get it. A lot of people will be like, well, hey, you weren't a slave, this, that, and the third. I get it. You wasn't a slave, but we can't act like because of slavery and the things afterwards doesn't play a role in it. I get that 100%. But with that being said, there's still opportunities. You get
Yep.
what I'm saying? The opportunities are still there for you to prosper,
Hmm.
but it's just we're not choosing to. So again, opposite sides of the spectrum where I say they're using it as an excuse to not do things. Whereas Puerto Ricans, the way you're explaining it is they're doing things but not getting the credit for it.
Yep. All we do is get
Opposite
bashed
sides of
down.
the spectrum.
That's what
Yeah.
I see. And it bothers me because you have a lot of Puerto Ricans that know that what I'm talking, I'm saying the truth. You know what I'm saying? But
Hmm.
they don't have
Hmm.
the backbone to come and say it. But they'll be
Yeah.
quick. They'll be quick. I guarantee you, probably a few will come in the post and be like,
Yeah.
trying to knock me down. You know what I'm saying? For what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Our people are not like that and discredit what I'm saying, because they don't got a
Yeah.
backbone to say what they have to say. But they got the
I agree.
backbone for their own. And
I agree.
it's like that, bro. But what can
Yeah.
we say, man? I just want to end it with this, man. I don't want people to think that, oh, like the other Latinos, because
Yeah.
I'm Latino myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't want them to think that I'm attacking them. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's
Yeah.
better than nobody, despite that we have paved way and my people have done a lot in America out
Hmm.
of the Latino community.
Yeah.
If we get anything, we earned it. We shed
Yep.
blood in this country for
Yep.
what we have.
Yep.
We didn't come here
Yep.
and oh, like people now coming to America and
Mhm,
oh,
mhm.
I want free college, free college. I got two
Yeah,
kids that were born in America and I gotta pay for their college, but you came here illegally and you want free
yeah,
college, man? Come
yeah.
on, bro. Get out of here with
Mhm.
that nonsense, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And I just want to tell them, it's nothing personal, you know.
Mm-mm.
If you have anything to say about any group, like I said, man, just sit down and get to know the person, get to know the culture, their
Yep,
history. And
yep.
hey, man, you might learn something that you might not know, and look at those people in a different light.
I
You know,
agree. Yeah,
and that's all I gotta say.
this video is not to bash, so to speak. It's basically to point out the hypocrisy and the who, what, why, and when of certain hypocrisies and everything like that. And that's what it's to point out. Like it's not to say, yo, every black person is this or no, we're pointing out the bad things that do exist that people want to turn a blind eye to.
Yep.
It exists.
Yep. Like everybody like, oh, Trump is a racist. Oh, Trump this. Oh, he hates that. Come on, man. In America, we all racist, man. I'm just sitting down here making this video talking about how other Latinos talk about Puerto Ricans, how Puerto Ricans talk about other Latinos, how
Yeah,
blacks talk about Latinos. Yo, man, listen, we all racist in America, man. Stop that
we
nonsense
are.
about all the Trump, man. We more racist amongst ourselves than white people
Yeah,
are to us, man. I have
that's
never,
true.
I have never heard so many negative things about my people from from white people. I always hear it from Hispanic people, bro. Hispanic
That's
white
true.
people, they cool with me. They give me work. We always bashing them, but they the ones we go to when we need a job.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true. Yeah.
You
So
know,
yeah, I
It-
agree.
You know,
Oh,
if you're so all power to the people, go to the minority stores and stuff like that and tell them to give you work. Let's see how far you go if you're not from their group. Then they will not hire you. You know,
that's true. That's
and
true.
and another thing, I know that a Hispanic person might come and say, but we don't have to give y'all work. Y'all should be doing for yourself. He's absolutely right, man. We should be doing for ourselves instead of going to beg other people. You know, like, oh,
Yeah.
Wally, before we end this video, there was another individual that I was talking to, and I was telling him, hey, listen, man, Puerto Rico should become independent already, man. We should let the titty go
Hmm.
already of the United
Hmm.
States and become independent. Yo, the saddest thing to hear, man, is your countryman, bro, a man like you, which I don't consider them a man, bro. When you say that without the help of the United States, Puerto Rico cannot survive, bro. Only a coward, bro, of a man talks like that, bro. Only a
Yeah.
coward, bro. Haiti's independent. Dominican Republic is independent. Cuba might be the way that it is, but they're their own country. All of the South America, Central America, they all their own countries. What's what's so bad about Puerto Rican people wanting their independence, bro? We ain't dumber than nobody.
Yeah.
And it
I agree.
boils my
Yeah.
blood, bro, when I hear a Puerto Rican man, bro, talk like that, bro. Look at the Philippines, bro. Philippines was in the same condition as Puerto Rico, a commonwealth of the United States, bro. They weren't independent. They are independent nation now, bro. You know,
Yeah.
is the race extinct? Hell no. You got Manny Pacquiao knocking everybody out.
Yeah.
They're surviving, bro.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
only the only men the only slaves mentally, bro, left as a colony to the United States, bro, is Puerto Rico, bro. We have a slave mentality, bro. That we think that
Hmm.
we cannot survive without America, bro. And any Puerto Rican man that thinks like that, man, I'm telling you, man, you a coward, bro. Because if you could come to America, bro, and work hard to lift this nation, bro, you should be able to do the same thing. When we become an independent nation, bro, go back home and lift our little island that's 100 miles long and 30 miles wide, bro. And you mean to tell me
That's
that
a fact.
3.2 million people cannot live a little island like that, bro? You are disgraced, bro, if you say that we need America, bro, to get
That's
ahead,
a
bro.
yeah.
And
That's
I
a
don't care
fact.
what they say, bro. Only a
That's
coward talks
a fact.
like that, bro.
That's a fact.
And I want to
Yeah.
end it with that.
All right. Yeah, man. I hope everybody that was listening, you keep an open mind on the discussion. Hey, let us know in the comment section. Do you agree? Do you disagree?
Yeah.
Like, we would love to hear it. And we definitely gonna have deeper conversations like this too, because I love having these conversations. Like I said, these are conversations we have on a regular, but there's the first time we're actually having a conversation like this to you guys. So
And
let us
and
what was you about to say?
expect my channel to be coming on soon. I had paused for a little bit and got discouraged with the YouTube thing. But listening to those comments, man, the do spark the fire in me again, man. And you know, I'm gonna announce my channel through this channel, and
Hmm.
I'm gonna have good content too. And I'm a straight shooter, man. I'm gonna talk without no
Definitely.
fear. I speak what I mean, and I mean what I say, man. When I say something,
Yep.
and if I'm wrong, I'm man enough to admit that I'm
Say it.
wrong, to say it,
Exactly.
So, expect good content from my channel when I bring it up, man.
Yep.
And
And
I'm gonna announce it.
you know I'm gonna be on it too. So
Yeah,
you already
yeah,
know what it is. So, but yeah, definitely stay out for his channel. Definitely look out for
yeah.
Vic's channel. So that's
All
gonna
right.
do it for this episode of Matter of Opinion. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And like I said, man, definitely leave your takes in the comment section. We would love to hear it. So with that being said, we'll catch you guys on the next episode.
All right, man. Peace,
Peace.
everybody.
It's a matter of opinion.